Attachment is one of the heaviest weights keeping your vibrational frequency lower, and something you have to overcome to ascend and expand to consciousness to a higher frequency. In particular, one of the most soul-destroying attachments is our attachment of the illusion of what we have created as love in this 3D physical reality. First, let me explain what love truly is. Love is source. Love is your connection and channel to the divine. It's that pure, unconditional love that expects nothing, wants nothing, has no judgment, wants you to be the perfect embodiment of who you are. Now let's contrast it to what we have made love be in this 3D reality. If you look around you, because it's always easier to look around than in, if you look around you at most of the relationships you know and marriages that you know, it's easy to see what is occurring in those relationships. What love has embodied in our reality is a desire to find another person who will love the parts of us that we cannot love ourselves, and in turn take on the parts of us that we don't want to own, our shadow, that we don't want to own, take those on and be willing for us to disparage and show dislike and disdain for those elements that we've projected on our partner. Psychiatrists call it trauma bonding now, and that's a great word for it. Instead of us going inward and working on our traumas and working to remove our traumas and healing our traumas ourselves, we're outwardly, as we do everything in this 3D reality, we're outwardly projecting those things that we do not like about ourselves, including trauma experiences we've occurred. And what we do is we find somebody unknowingly, unconsciously, who is the energetic frequency that will do that dance with us, that will do the trauma dance. And how do we know this? It's all frequency. It's all energy. So we go around and all of a sudden we have that spark or that chemistry with somebody who's the energetic frequency of our trauma and of our unhealed vibrations, which you know then are lower. That's why it's so important before you date or after a relationship has ended that you really focus on your own consciousness and expansion and healing yourself, because you will continue to attract the same vibrational frequency that you are, and you'll continue to act out your trauma and the parts of you that you don't accept and you haven't integrated into yourself in those relationships. When you have done that, this is the bright light. This is heaven on earth. When you have done that, you will find a love in yourself that is so unconditional that you have no self-consciousness. You have loved and accepted every part of who you are to such a degree, you will not accept disparagement or unacceptable behavior from others anymore, because you know that's not your truth. That's not what you deserve. That's not who you are. That's not who you embody. And your world changes. And all of a sudden, externally, the most beautiful love will come into your life where you know there is nothing you can do that is authentically you that will ever destroy it. Instead, the more you show yourself to that person, the more they love you, because they see the love in you. The love in them connects to the love in you. God connecting to God. The divine connecting to the divine in each of us. in the same sense, an external manifestation of our lack of self-love is the violence we see in the world. School shootings, rampant in the US. These are children that have reached a point that they feel that a solution is going and killing other students or their teachers. That's their solution, that's their alternative. And, there's a lot of, without getting into politics, politicians want to make a stance and a position about these things and pass laws, but we don't need any type of laws if these children love themselves. Nobody who loves themselves is going to go kill other people. Because when you love yourself, you see yourself in everybody. And you wonder why these kids don't love themselves. What have they been displayed? What has been displayed in their reality of what love is? We all need to do better. We all need to do better for ourselves. And when we do better for ourselves, we do better for the world. We do better for our children, and we do better for all of humanity. Because when we love ourselves, the entire world changes. Because everything is acts of love and kindness to everybody. So, emphasize that the journey starts here. It starts in your own heart. It starts in your own being. You can't change the world unless you change yourself to what you want to see in the world. When you want to see heaven on earth, when you want to embody that level of consciousness and bliss, and you achieve it, you will start seeing it externally in every relationship you have. And enough of us in the collective get there, we change the world to one of heaven on earth.